And more scrutiny for the scandal-plagued General Services Administration. Today, the congressional hearings continue, trying to determine how the agency's management could have failed so greatly, wasting $823,000 of taxpayer money on a lavish Las Vegas conference for 300 employees. On Tuesday, the House Transportation Committee held its hearing on the matter. Congressman Jeff Denham made it clear he was looking for answers.
If we continue to see that you are not giving us the information on a bipartisan level to show us how these expenditures are happening, I am prepared to systematically pull apart GSA to the point where we will make it a question to the American public on whether GSA is needed at all.
Tough words there, and joining me now, Congressman Jeff Denham, chairman of the Transportation Committee's Economic Development Subcommittee. Thanks for joining us again. We appreciate your time. Yesterday, did you uncover anything new?
Well, we laid out for the American public how this is a systemic problem. There's a culture of corruption and fraud within an agency, and this is the agency that's supposed to set the standard for all agencies in government. And so we laid it out that it wasn't just this Las Vegas vacation where they spent $1 million. They had 9 pre-planning trips, but actually went on and on, even when the IG had already been doing a report.
But did you actually uncover anything new yesterday that surprised you?
It surprised me how early the administration and the White House knew about this. Certainly, you know, we knew that Senator Obama had a person that he appointed within GSA that was the liaison to the White House. But it came out yesterday, Martha Johnson, who resigned, the appointee of the president, said how far she laid it out to the White House and how long it actually took before somebody was fired, before anybody resigned, and how many trips still went on beyond this report and beyond when the White House knew.
And yesterday, the whistleblower in this case testified as well. That's GSA Deputy Administrator Susan Britta. Listen to her talk about her efforts to actually bring attention to this problem.
Britta, you notified the regional administrator, Ruth Cox, about the upcoming junket and expressed concern, right?
I did.
Yeah. And what happened?
I expressed concern and asked her to review the plans, make sure that...
And that called it off, didn't it? No.
Were you surprised that she was ignored?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, she should be praised for being a whistleblower, for coming out and putting her job on the line when all of this was going on throughout the entire agency. But after the Inspector General was involved, after he issued his first report a year and a half ago, she was still fighting the same uphill battle, trying to put a stop to it and just getting ignored from all the way to the top.
President Obama and his administration in this particular scandal. Are you looking at past administrations as well to see whether this has been ongoing for quite some time?
Absolutely. In fact, in these videos where they're bragging about the issues here, they not only take on President Obama, but they took on the previous chair of this committee, who has been trying to look at this area for quite some time. I mean, this is a public buildings fund that for the last many years has spent money and been uncontrollable.
So there was one witness that did not appear at the hearing, and that was Jeff Neely. We have a photo of him actually during that Las Vegas conference that everybody's talking about. He actually organized the conference in 2010. When he appeared Monday at another hearing, he invoked his Fifth Amendment rights during his testimony. Any plans to attempt to hear from him again?
Right now, we don't have any more legislative hearings planned, but this has been referred to the Department of Justice. There will be people that are going to be tried criminally, and we expect that there are going to be people that go to jail over this.
And based on what you heard yesterday, do you think that we still need the GSA? I know that you mentioned earlier when we talked to you about a week ago that you were not sure whether it should exist.
No, I've certainly laid out the question, and I want them to explain to me why it's needed, what areas couldn't be covered by private industry. But GSA has done a horrible job of managing our public buildings. You know, we have so many of them that are sitting vacant or idle right now that could be redeveloped, and we could put people back to work. They've sold 82 properties over the last decade. So it is an issue that's gone between Republicans and Democrats. No matter who's in charge, GSA has run wild and uncontrollable.
All right, Congressman Jeff Denham, thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you.
Kate, back to you.